My name is Nabu, and I'm on a crazy journey around the world to see 100 countries. I find myself in Mexico, specifically in the city of Xochimilco. Xochimilco is famous for having a series of canals with man-made islands called chinampas that are built with rafts and mud to cultivate fruit, vegetables, and flour. It's become a very popular tourist destination to enjoy food and live performances. It's become a popular place for families to gather. However, there is a dark story of Xochimilco, and that includes the secret passageway to the Island of the Dolls. The story of the Island of the Dolls started with a man named Don Julian, who was a local farmer in Xochimilco. One day, on his normal day working, he found a dead girl drowned in front of his farm. Next to her body was a doll, and in order to please the spirit of the girl, he hung up that doll. And for years, he kept on hearing the girl's voice, and he believed that he was being haunted. So obsessively, he kept on putting up dolls all over his island. It became an obsession to hang up dolls where he would spend his own money to fill it up. Until 50 years later, after the girl died, Don Julian also died and was found in the same spot where the girl drowned. To this day, they say they hear the girl roaming through Don Julian's island, and that even some of the dolls have spoken to them. I had to convince my guide to take me through, and we had to take a special bridge to cross over away from the tourist area of Xochimilco. Now, I'm not a paranormal activity investigator. I just do this shit for fun. So we just left the tourist part of Xochimilco, and now we're entering the more secret canals to go find the haunted island of the dolls. So you can see right now there's no other boats, so we're the only few people in this area right now. Immediately entering this passageway, the vibe around this area was just eerie. Full of abandoned homes and wild trees growing everywhere. And after 2 hours of traveling, we finally find it. Feeling I was being watched everywhere I go. How couldn't I? There was over 2,000 dolls hung up around the entire island. After Don Julian died in 2001, his nephew Rogelio took over as a current caretaker, and he continues to preserve and honor his story of the Island of the Dolls. As I explored throughout the island, I did not hear any voices. I didn't experience any ghostly encounters, but I am haunted with the images of decapitated dolls and toys. The number of dolls around the island continue to grow because people around the world come and contribute their dolls to the island. Don Julian hung up these dolls to trees and walls, and even hung them up by clotheslines. No matter what direction you looked, there was always a doll. By far, this has to be the creepiest adventure I have ever had. I leave you with my story of the Island of the Dolls, I want to ask you one question. Would you come here?